I think the inspiration for this record was uh, it probably started with a playing with a band. Rhythm Roots All Stars out of LA has been a band supporting us at our shows for the last maybe 10 years or so. And just realizing how we can develop our stage show and not think about the boundaries of a 3.5 minute song that you have to work with and try to interpolate or chop up or however, with a piece of vinyl. Sitting down with the band and creating different segues and intros and outros and tidbits kind of made us feel like, wow, it opens up the lane to record that way as well, outside of just performing that way. It's what any band or any group would do. But in the hip hop world, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We just sample. So we thought, what would be cool is to have a band that would jam over and over. We actually did this for 3 years, recorded them for over 200 hours, and sampled from the stuff that they played. It wasn't as though we directed them in any way, didn't say, hey, play this, play that. We just threw somewhere between 5 to 9 people in a room, musicians in a room, and said, play. Here's a tempo.
We've been touring extensively our entire career. We've experienced so many different parts of the world that actually has been inspiring to making new music. It's always a moment when it has to feel just right for us. It's not about meeting a deadline of some sort. Obviously, with the campaign that we did with the Kickstarter, we tried our best to meet the standards of the people who support it. That was one of the biggest challenges. But for De La, it never had been about meeting some deadline. It was all about when the music feels right.
Snoop approached us at South by Southwest a couple of years back and was like, yo, we're the only two in the industry from our era that hasn't done a collaboration. And he's like, yeah, you're kind of right. It's time to make it happen. And he offered, for us to come in and sit down with Pharrell. Actually, he had mentioned maybe Pharrell doing some tracks. And, time went on and we kind of felt like we stumbled on something that sounded right. We did a track produced by a brother named Dave West. And when we heard the beat, we was like, okay, this really sounds like it would be fitting for Snoop. And got in touch with him and played him the song, and he had lyrics like in a week. He was ready to roll, and came out great. The collaboration is amazing, and we were very satisfied. Snoop sounds nice on the record. He sounds really good on the record. And we're just happy. We're happy that people that we respect in the game, people who've had some mileage in the game and still continue to do amazing things, from the Snoops to the David Byrne, be a part of this project. That's what this is about. This is about legacy of making good music. We're not doing this album to come out and just, get on tour again and make some money. It's about really continuing our legacy, and I think it's important that we do it the right way and having people on board like a Snoop Dogg and the others. It was really important for us.